What are executive functioning skills and what are the right skills for different age groups? I'm going to walk you through it. Executive functioning, it's the process of having working memory and being able to plan ahead and orient yourselves to what's around you so that you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. So, for example, cleaning your room. That kind of requires planning ahead, doing several steps, and you walk into your room, you got to know what to do, where to go, where to put things. That's called executive functioning. Kids often struggle with it, but so do adults. How often do you wonder, what am I supposed to do at work today? Where am I supposed to be? As adults, we use lots of tools to help us function, and kids deserve those tools as well. That's really what Goalie is all about. We create apps for kids, like Google Calendar for kids. It's called Copilot, that walks them through their important routines, most often mornings and nights and after school, during school, all those different things. We break them out step by step and then give them visually instructions for what they should do and for how long. Now, for different ages, what is the appropriate level that they should be able to keep in their head? We're going to walk through that. For a baby, we're working on really short-term working memory. We want them to start recognizing people and names. We want them to recognize even their own name. We want them to recognize sounds, like their dog. Is that an alarming sound? Or is it a friendly sound when their dog barks to greet them? Once we get a little bit older to a toddler level, now we're thinking, how do we inhibit some of these things that our reptilian brain wants us to do? Should I poop my pants right here, right now? Or should I go to the toilet and use the potty? That requires some thinking, right? That requires some planning ahead. Well, I should walk over there and do my business because that's what someone taught me to do. At the next step, usually you'll see this around preschool, now we've got some problem-solving abilities. Now we think, okay, in order to play at the playground, I need to put my hat on because it's really hot outside. Here I'm combining lots of different activities to do the thing that I want to do to keep myself from having a meltdown. Self-soothing is also an executive functioning skill. It's remembering, well, I don't like the way I feel when this happens, so I should do this. That requires some mental planning. That requires executive functioning. A little detour, if you've got a kid that's having trouble emotionally regulating themselves, we have an app for that too. It's called Mood Tuner. Check it out, it's really freaking cool. When we get to elementary school, now we really have to start doing some time planning. Do I read my book for 30 minutes or do I read my book for 40 minutes? What are minutes anyways? How do I tell the time? Time is an important concept and it doesn't come intuitively to kids. A lot of kids need to be taught time. In Goalie's Copilot app, we show time in two different ways. We have a numeric timer where the time is counting down, but we also have a visual timer where they see a bar depleting. That's really important for kids, particularly kids with ADHD and autism, struggle with time concepts, and visual timers make a big difference in their lives. As you get older and older, the executive functioning challenges become harder. How do you motivate yourself to do things that just aren't intrinsically motivating? So you think about things like exercise. That's something everybody struggles with. How do you motivate yourself to put on your running shoes and go outside and jog for 30 minutes, even though you know most of the steps needed to do it? Sometimes it helps to have some extra help, whether that be an app or a trainer or your friend yelling at you. Just kidding, don't yell at your friends. But I don't know. If you've got kids that you think are struggling with executive functioning and they could use some help, like Google Calendar helps you or maybe some note-taking helps you, go to getgoalie.com or click on the link below.